bro. Don't lie, bro. This on everything, bro. I drove from.
Go watch that video. I've been saying this for the longest on this app. So, I'm gonna tell you what happened to my friend. So, buddy.
If you went to a job every day and you were just doing the same thing, that could get a little monotonous. This job was fun. I grew up racing bikes. I was a graphic designer. I was a...
Buddy goes to meet this young lady on this app. And 2 weeks went by. She said, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see you. I want to see you. And I said, hey man, take a couple of months. Maybe see her in the fall or the winter, sometime like that. After you put some time in on the phone with her, FaceTime her, do more. Don't be so quick to go down there. So he didn't listen to me. He was like, oh, Joe, you don't know what you're talking about. You're a dinosaur, right? Stop being so paranoid. So I said, yo, this doesn't sound right. So she said, oh, when you come down here, I'll cook for you and I'll do this. I said, wait a minute. You gonna stay at her house? And he said, yeah. I said, she got kids, right? He said, yeah, bro, don't do that. She's not nothing. That doesn't sound right, bro. And I told him, I said, dude, no woman is gonna let you stay with her kids. We don't know where she live at, she got kids. No, man, this doesn't sound right. He said, oh man, you don't know what you're talking about. I said, yo, get a hotel that even I pay for. Get a hotel and a rental car. So now she'll pick me up from the airport. Okay, cool. I said, dude, this doesn't sound right. So when the day comes, she said, oh, my car's messed up. I can't pick you up from the airport. Can you catch an Uber? I said, bro, at this point, you need to abort mission. This doesn't sound right, man. She's trying to set you up. Man, you don't know what you're talking about. You always accusing people. You always was no. So long story short, I said, okay, he gets a rental car. I told him, do this, and men, do this. I said, tell her you're going to stop off at the hotel, you're going to put your stuff there, and then you're going to go on your way. What you're going to do is you're going to go, you're going to sit invisible to her, she can't see you, just sit out there and see who comes in and out of the house, right? Then send her a text and say, hey, I'm on my way. He did it. He was a couple of blocks up the street. He sent a text, said, hey, I'm on my way. He could see the house. Coming around the corner was 3 dudes. You could tell that they had something on them, right? And they went in the house with masks on. And I told him, I said, see, this is why you have to practice safety wherever you go. Now, his life could have been taken because he was chasing some tail. And when I tell you men this, and when I tell y'all women this, y'all laugh and joke at me. But this video right here can show you and tell you why you need to be safety. Stop playing with your daggone life.
Word.
Or it may be the last time you play with it.
Like, one thing's for certain, family. These streets ain't safe for none of us. Now, women often use caution when dealing with men. But men, we see women as harmless, innocent, always having good intentions for us, whatever the case may be. And so we often overlook all these red flags that they present to us when we try to court them and meet with them. You understand? And when you just chase and tell, it's kind of like you have blinders up. You ain't gonna be able to see all of that because you're not thinking clearly. You're not thinking clearly. Now, if a woman invites you to her house, now, does that seem like something a woman should do if women are using caution when dealing with men? An intelligent woman, when she invites you to her home, you ain't never been there before, she just met you online. No, so if she invite you, that's a red flag. It don't mean that she don't have to have ill intent. You as a man shouldn't be going to nobody's house like that. Seriously, man. Nah. And if she says she got children, come on, that's even more of a reason why she wouldn't do that.
Y'all, the clip circulating today is a warning, and the community is right to pay attention. But before anybody panics, before anybody runs, let me put this warning where it
How you guys doing today?
Because the community has been navigating danger with wisdom, not fear, for 400 years. And the elders have a name for the thing the clip
Hello
is really
guys,
asking for.
Grand
They call it
Rising.
motherhood, awareness, preparation. The prudent eye that sees the trouble coming and moves around it. Watch the clip, then come right back. Because what the moment calls for is not panic. It is the awareness tradition the community wrote down and passed down. And I'm going to walk you through it. Before we get into it, hit that like button, hit subscribe, tap the bell. Now let me lay the receipts. Because the community has never navigated danger by panicking. The community has navigated danger by preparing, by documenting, and by tradition, the Negro Motorist Green Book. In 1936, a Harlem postal worker named Victor Hugo Green published the first edition of a travel guide for Black Americans. In an era when a Black family driving across the country could be refused gas, refused a hotel, refused a meal, or worse, in a sundown town after dark, the Green Book listed the businesses, the homes, and the towns where a Black traveler would be safe. Victor Green updated it every year until 1966. For 30 years, the community warned itself, protected itself, and moved through a dangerous country, not by panicking, but by preparation.
Hello.
The Green Book
What's
is
up,
the
Goat? What's
ancestor
up?
of the warning on the clip today. And the Green Book did not tell people to run. It told people
Do
how
y'all
to
want a
move.
reading or do y'all want a
Number two,
reaction?
the awareness the elders taught at the kitchen table. Every generation of Black parents in this country has given a version of what the community calls the talk. Not a talk of panic, a talk of preparation, how to carry yourself, how to keep your hands visible, where to go and where not to go after dark, who to call, what to say, and what not to say. Dr. Mark Lamont Hill, Dr. Jelani Cobb, and many others have documented the talk as one of the oldest continuous survival curricula in American family life. It is not fear, it is foresight. Receipt number 3, the documentation instinct, from Ida B. Wells documenting the true facts of every incident in her newspaper in the 1890s. To the community keeping the phone camera ready in 2026, the community has always known that the first tool of safety is the accurate record. Awareness is not paranoia. Awareness is the prudent eye, and the prudent eye keeps the receipt.
We should always be thinking, always be protecting ourselves. You're gonna protect somebody else, you gotta be able to protect yourself. And if you out here moving like that, family, I'm telling you now, everybody ain't got good intentions for you. You better start thinking clearly, man. You see what these brothers are saying, you better take heed. This is the age and time where, man, it's so much booty out here, just free booty. Because women don't want to be in relationships no more, and they say, you know what, I got needs. So they're gonna pick and choose who they want to be with. They ain't looking to get anything out of it, a relationship, really now, or resources. They just do it because they like you. So a lot of men are like, yo, this is the time to live. But I'm gonna tell you something. These streets ain't safe for none of us. Because see, why are you out here doing all of this, family? What are you really building? I'm gonna tell you what's in these streets, okay? Loss of money, because courting all these women, trying to deal with all these women is gonna result in loss of money, okay? Okay, now, if they use you, loss of money. If they set you up, probably loss of your life, your possessions, you understand? You're not building any long-lasting relationships, so you're just spinning your wheels and wasting your time. If you have children with them, that is a broken home. So the longer you out here playing, the more risks that are involved. You understand? So you gotta understand it's really safe to find a wife. It's really safe to find a good queen. Now, you hear a lot of men saying, I don't want a relationship right now. I don't want a marriage, because they're talking about the harsh realities that happen during marriage. But you're dealing with one person, possibly 2 people or more, you poly. But when you're single, you're dealing with so many people, yo. And that's gotta like increase the chances of you having a crazy person in your life. So we really not thinking about this straight.
I know I've had
See,
some
the
crazy
fact
people
is,
in
marriage
mine.
and relationships are not the problem. Marriages and relationships are about the people in them. So we can't say that relationships are now bad because people have had bad experience in relationships. No, those individuals, family. You understand? So listen, kings, I'm going to suggest something to you. Many of us often say, I'm not looking for anything serious. That's dangerous, okay? Because when it comes to manifestation, when you say, I'm not looking for anything serious, yin and yang, okay? What you're creating is, no one will be serious about you. So this means they ain't gonna have good intentions for you. You understand? Like, this means they don't really value you because they don't take you seriously, because you're not taking them seriously. You're not taking yourself seriously because you're dealing with people who are not serious themselves. So you gotta think about how you manifest in this thing. What you should always be doing, King, is looking for something serious. Even if you manifest through courting multiple women and interacting with multiple women, you should still be looking for something serious, because when you find that right queen, king, that's whenever you say, okay, I'm ready for that next transition in life. I found that queen. What you should be doing while manifesting is becoming the best man you could be. But you should always approach, nothing wrong with approaching women, nothing wrong with courting women, nothing wrong with meeting women. That's going to keep you masculine. That's going to keep you assertive, keep your confidence. help you build your confidence, help you learn how to socialize, help you know how to you know, associate, communicate with women. That's very important. So always be doing that. But when you meet a good one, family, don't just say, man, I ain't looking for nothing serious and roll over like we mostly do. Many of us have met a good woman during that time.